I don't think y'all ready for this one. What up? Philly, how y'all feeling? This is Driving in the Right Lane. I go by the name of Clifford Sykes, a.k.a. the Uptown Supervillain, a.k.a. your cousin Cliff talking shit, and I'm tapping in.
Yo! It's your boy Chris Jones, a.k.a. Lord Kronos, a.k.a. Old Head Swag, hide your moms, a.k.a. Bass in your face. And I am tapping in. What it do, everybody? Welcome to Driving in the Right Lane.
You know what I mean? It's been a couple, 2 weeks?
Couple weeks. Yeah. I was out of town last week, so, kind of slacking on the recordings.
A lot of shit jumping off.
Trying to be busy, brother.
You know what I'm saying? No, that's you.
No, I feel
you.
I mean,
Rockstar.
but we gotta get back on track, man. We gotta give the listeners what they want to hear.
You know what I'm saying? We working on that. We
All
getting
this
there.
sexiness over here.
You said that.
Yeah, well, talking about myself, man.
I was about to say, I thought you were talking about main man behind the
Well,
glass.
he got the swag on the bean too. So
There's always.
Always.
Your favorite producer.
Oh, yeah.
Swaggy T.
Swaggy T in the house.
Hey T, how are you?
What's going on?
Chilling, brother.
Oh,
How you
shit,
feeling
real
today,
quick
man?
with it, too.
Yeah, bro. He's on it.
You know what I'm saying?
As usual.
Need to
Per usual.
cut the camera on him so he can take a look. We look like some basic bitches. This
Hey,
motherfucker
dude,
come in
I'm
looking
just rocking
real.
my little Biggie shirt today, so I had to come in looking nice.
Only Christopher we respect is Christopher Wallace. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro.
That's how the fuck we rocking.
I mean, it's another Christopher you should respect over in this.
Oh,
bitch.
well, that's a given, bro. That's a
Okay,
given.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All
That's
right,
a
I
given.
feel you.
My
I feel
bad.
you. My bad.
The other Christopher we
Yes.
respect is Christopher
that's
Wallace.
much better.
My bad.
Yes.
My
Thank you.
bad.
Thank you.
I don't
for
know
switching
smoke.
him up.
I don't know smoke.
I am the smoke. Just remember that shit.
We are the smoke,
That's all right.
bitches.
That's all right. Word.
Picking up right where the fuck we left off.
As usual.
What you want to do? Where you want to go with this?
Let's talk about that. The happening last or 2 Sundays ago. I guess
it definitely was 2 Sundays
Went
ago.
off.
That shit show of a football game.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't
That was a
call it a
bad
shit show,
football
man. I mean,
It was
dude.
a bad football game.
You know why it was a good football game?
Why?
Because I ain't heard Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers' name the entire goddamn time. It was a beautiful thing.
All right, I'll give you that. From
It
that
was a
standpoint,
beautiful thing. I mean, it was a defensive game, so it was a good game.
It wasn't the fact that it was defensive for me. It was just like it lacked the big plays. I don't care about the deep balls.
Nah, I
but
get
like,
you. Yeah, like the memorable Johns.
Right. I hate to even put it up because we are Eagles fans. EAGL. Yes. Cougars.
That's right. Sir.
If you remember, we won our Super Bowl. Yo, the big hit from fucking Malcolm Jenkins on the crackback on Brandon Brooks
Oh my
on
God.
Brandon. What's the little receiver's name?
Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, Brandon Cooks. The crackback on that.
Right.
There's different levels of that
Right,
game.
I
I
feel
can
what
just
you're saying.
remember it. Maybe I'm just biased, but there were no big plays in that game to me.
I mean, like
memorable plays.
The fact that my man Joe Burrow got sacked like 7 times was crazy.
But we knew that was going to that right there. We knew that according to game plan for this kid to get the ball in his hands fast, and they were doing that early on. The first half was slow. It was a lot of penalties.
Right.
But you knew that they were going to bring the heat. They were going to bring heat.
Yeah.
They would confuse things and get this kid out. He got rid of the ball, but just
They weren't making the plays like they were making in the regular season. That's all.
and then it came down to the one of the greatest players I've ever seen play football. He made a play.
AD.
Yeah, number 99.
Yeah, that boy talk about beast, cause that dude.
You ever see his stats?
Yeah, like I was reading something. I guess it was the other day. He has 98 sacks in 8 years, right? From a D tackle spot.
Yep.
It took Warren Sapp 14 years to get that same amount of tackles. Dude.
Yep.
And we're talking about Hall of Famer Warren.
In 2
Sapp.
different teams.
Right, bro.
2 different schemes.
This dude did it on one team in 8 years. In half the time, he has the same amount of sacks as one of the greatest defensive tackles that ever played a game.
8 years, 8-time Pro Bowler,
Right.
Defensive Player of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Like all his stats are like, wait, what?
This dude is inhuman, bro. He's inhuman.
Shout out to the
Unreal.
University of Pittsburgh. Yo, and the fact that he's 6'2", 300 pounds, and he has a 6-pack, like,
Yeah,
fam,
bro.
that's just
The motor
genetics.
on that kid, like just everything about the bull is like it's otherworldly, dude. Like you can't block him. And that's the thing, like it was crazy.
We do. We block him quite well.
We did.
No doubt.
Right.
No
Well,
doubt. No doubt.
There's a little bit of a difference.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
a little younger then. Now he's a little bit more savvy.
He understands the game.
Yeah.
I-
He understands like that. Yo, that bull is just too bad.
The game for me, the highlight, the real part I wanted to bring up about this whole thing
Word.
was like the commercials in the halftime show.
Commercials, I didn't feel like were as good this year, man.
I love the commercials.
Some of them were cool. Some of them were like, man, that's funny, but it wasn't like Super Bowls past, yo. Or some of them I was like, yo, that was the shit.
The Michelob Light commercial with Serena and Eli and Peyton when they were walking at the bowling alley.
That was all right.
I thought that was funny as shit.
It was cool, but it was just like I seen, like they kind of teased it before because they had like Steve Buscemi behind, like cleaning shit.
Watching thing off.
And I was like, all right, cool. And it was like, what is that? But then I found out, and I thought it was going to be something more than just Michelob Ultra shit. And I was kind of disappointed by that.
I thought it was funny, but
I mean, it was cool. Like the shit that got me, and maybe I'm a little partial, was that the Keeping Up with the Joneses, John, with Leslie Jones, Tommy Lee Jones.
What's up, Jones?
Rashida Jones.
What's up, Jones?
Right, and I was like, oh, that's cool because being
last name
being Jones, right? So I was like, that's tight. And then they brought in what's his name, Joe or whatever, which one? Nick Jonas, Joe Jonas.
Yeah, Joe Jonas, one of them.
I was like, whatever.
The LeBron joint for me. That was the best commercial.
That was tight though. It was kind of like what was that movie with Will Smith?
Gemini Man.
Yeah, it was kind of like that vibe. Yeah, I got it.
That was dope. Cool. You know what fucked me up? The commercial that had the QR scan that was just bouncing around.
Yo, that got a lot of people because I was sitting there. I'm like, I'm not going to scan.
I'm not scanning that shit.
I'm not going
to get my fucking whole IP in my whole life.
And that was like, 10 seconds went by. I was like, nigga, I got to know what this is.
Yo, it played on your attention span. It's like, come on, dickhead.
Yeah, and then
get camera.
We were sitting there like, what are we going to do? And then my daughter got up and she was like, I'm going to scan it. And then like she went and then like it was crazy.
Crypto, right?
It was Coinbase, yeah. And I was like, man, that was such a letdown. I was like, but this shit, but it was, it got everybody like that. Everybody in America was sitting there like, I'm not doing nothing with that shit, right? And then like, it was like, oh shit, like 10 seconds go by, you'd be like, I gotta know. I gotta know. And then like, it was a genius because like they probably had millions of people visiting a website like exactly the same time just because of that shit.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Like even if they weren't interested in what the product was, like the fact that they got that many hits on their website, like pretty much like that because of that ad is genius.
That's fucked. I didn't even
That's
think
genius
about
marketing, dude.
My black ass didn't touch it.
Nah, I wasn't doing it because I'm too old. I'm like, QR codes is not for me.
That's.
I mean, they are, but I'm just like, I'm not scanning it. I know I'm on too many lists as it is.
You told me this now. What kind of list you on, man?
I'm not, I'll be talking about the government sometimes.
See? Not me. Not me. I love the government. You guys are good with me.
I'll fully admit to it.
Not a problem.
I'm already on the list.
Come get this guy.
They already got me, man. They already got me. That's they got my phone's listening to me right now.
Same thing with me. Yo, this got hot as shit in here, man.
It's a little warm. It's a little warm.
Hey, why is it so hot in this joint? Tell you what the fuck.
It's just the weather, man. It's cold outside.
It's cold as shit outside.
Cold hands, warm heart, baby.
I like what you did right there.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
What other commercial? Did you see the commercial with the puppets? The little midgets? The football players?
Yeah.
That was a dope one. I was like, all right, that was a dope ass fucking
especially because the baby came out with a Reggie White jersey
you know
on.
I was like, yo,
yeah, my man.
I fuck with that.
We getting some respect nowadays.
That was, I didn't, for me, I think me and you both wanted the Bengals to win.
I did want the Bengals to win. Actually, truth be told, I wasn't mad that Matt Stafford finally got his Super Bowl. I wasn't mad that the Rams won because that was like this game. I was like, as long as it wasn't Tom Brady, I really didn't care who won the game. Honestly, I would have loved to have seen Joe Burrow get it.
Hell yeah.
Just being young, coming back from a knee injury, playing as well as he did all season. Like it would have been dope for him to cap his season off with a win, a Super Bowl win. But he's young; he's got other chances.
I don't think they get back. Not for like another couple years.
It might not be, but that's the thing is that team is like pretty damn good, and like the fact that they surprise a lot of people. They put a lot of people on notice. It's going to make their path getting back a little bit more difficult. But them dudes
that offensive line, right? That offensive line.
That's the whole thing. If they go through and fix that up, that team is going to be super dope.
Well, I don't see them. I think that was their shot. You got 5 more years.
I mean, who knows, bro? Like crazier things have happened in the NFL, man.
I'm saying it right now. Bengals ain't going to Super Bowl for like another 5-6 years. That ain't happening.
All right.
That's not happening.
But let's get to the real crux of the matter, though.
What's that?
And that halftime show, bro.
Where are you at with that? What you think?
I loved it. I'm going to be, and I'm going to give you the reason why I loved it.
It's about to get real. Here we go.
All right. Now, this is the reason why. Like, it wasn't the best performances from some of these people.
Okay.
I'm just saying the fact that Super Bowl was one of the blackest things I've ever seen on television. Made me super happy, man. And I was in a room full of white folks watching it.
Hold up, were the white folk quiet?
Yeah, bro. And I was just like, yo, this shit is super black.
The white folk were quiet. Like, who is this?
Nah, man.
Kendrick?
Every last one of them was feeling that shit, which made me happy. Because, like I saw a couple memes leading up to the Super Bowl, and it was like a lot of people at the halftime show going to really find out who their parents is. And it was like pictures of like white women.
That's a big fact.
And I was like sitting there like, watching this on television, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to go check socials and see what's up with the reactions because I know I'm going to see a whole lot of people like, oh, that was bullshit. And literally, bro, I might have saw 2. most of the stuff I saw in response to it was like, yo, that was dope. It made me feel like I was in high school again. And this was like, people were really feeling that shit, man. It just had that whole like nostalgia vibe, and then it was dope. And my favorite part was Kendrick's part.
That was dope with the Meteor Man.
Yeah,
That's for you young motherfuckers.
It was
that don't
super
know.
black, bro. And I was just like, that is the shit.
Yeah,
you know what I
stepping
mean?
The lines,
Yeah,
everything
dog.
else.
And
That
like
dope.
there was one dude, he had like the mean mug face on, and I was just like really feeling what he doing. And it was just, it was black excellence all over the screen for like half an hour, man. And I felt really good about that shit. So it made me happy.
The halftime show for me, I'm gonna agree with you on the culture took a W because they went with, and this is kind of like, this is the conversation I have with like the guys, Chicken and Waffles, guys that I talk with about music, stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of the music nowadays because, in my opinion, I feel like my fucking pop when I'm about to say this,
Dog,
but whatever.
every generation's like that.
Nah, this music, this era,
Yeah.
this shit is not,
It's trash, bro.
this shit is not going to be around 5-10 years from now.
I mean, it probably will be because the kids listen to it, and that's it's for them.
Those kids are borderline on the spectrum. Those kids have a lot of issues.
You're gonna be surprised at what lasts this shit. But I will fully agree, it's not for me.
It's not for me. And what the NFL did, they chose to go with timeless classic music.
Yes.
And I think for the culture took a W.
Yeah.
Now, this is where I'm gonna have to get in conspiracy, brother.
All
this
right.
and the third.
All right.
I actually don't like it because the NFL with Brian Flores and all in the time, it's just the timing. The timing with this is just uncanny. That they chose to go with all black. Jay-Z had something to do with it.
Probably.
He did. Remember,
Oh,
Jay-Z
yeah, well, he's
became
he's
the
working with
liaison with the NFL.
Right.
And how about Jay-Z wrote Still DRA? So it's a whole lot of like connecting the dots with this for me. Right?
I get you. Okay.
I didn't like it because I feel like it's almost like when George Floyd happened, when you saw, no offense, you saw the white people in the house taking knees and wearing fucking kente cloth.
Right.
You're pandering. And for me, it's like, I don't like this. And then the only person, and another thing, hold on. So from that, the optics of it, I love the optics. I love the classic music. But however, it just seemed like the timing and the irony of it was just like, nah, I'm not really feeling
I don't know
this.
if that was intentional, but I get where you're coming from with your opinion about it.
The NFL, they got too much money. It's too much money.
That's true.
They can influence too many things. They knew that there was something on the horizon.
Right.
They just knew. Matter of fact, with the whole thing with Gruden, they still hadn't selected the halftime show at that point, but they knew about racism. They knew about all the bullshit that, like I told you, John Gruden's going to get up there and because you're going to exploit me.
Nah,
I'm not the one that started this email.
He's not going to say a word because you know how to be. I mean, we'll see.
Okay.
We'll wait to see if this comes down to it. I don't think he's going to say shit.
Honestly. A lot of ironic stuff with that. And then from what I read, they told the performers don't take knees. And the only person who took the knee was the white boy.
Well, yeah. And the thing is, though, like, my whole thing with that is like, why are we still on this fucking kneeling bullshit? Like, it wasn't during the national anthem because that was where everybody had the issue. You're kneeling, you're disrespecting the flag, you're disrespecting the troops. Now it's you can't take a knee at all. So are they going to tell people in the Catholic Church not to take knees now?
That's different.
No, it's not different.
It is different.
How the fuck is it different?
You're talking Catholicism versus like
nah, bro,
life.
it's
That's
taking
different.
knees, man.
It's
like
different.
he took knees in tribute to Tupac. That's what it was for.
He took knees to symbolize Colin Kaepernick. There's still bullshit going on.
Yeah,
There's still some bullshit going on.
But the thing about that is,
and they told
everybody,
us,
and they told you not to do it. He did it anyway because that's how hip hop is, man. It's all
it's
contrary.
rebellious.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the fact that people are up in arms about a dude taking a knee when it's not during the national anthem should tell you something. That shit was never about what it was about when they were saying
But
it.
that's my point. That's why I said I had my small issue with the halftime show is that the root is based off of that underground systemic racism of the NFL.
Right.
That's my issue.
Well, okay.
I love seeing Dr. Dre. First of all, anybody that know me know I love Uncle Snoop. The fact I got a chance to see Uncle Snoop fucking C-Walk, that shit was hard as fuck to me. That was hard.
In a bandana fit, the whole nine.
Hard. Did you see the video of him before token up?
Yes.
I'm like, niggas, goddamn.
And the funny part about it is like a
Uncle.
bunch of stories came out. They were like, oh my God, Snoop Dogg smoked a joint before the Super Bowl. And I was like, yo, the story should have been, like
it was only one joint.
Yeah, exactly. Get up in
Only
arms.
one.
Like I would have been surprised if it was like Snoop Dogg did not smoke a joint.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He probably had a QP on the way over.
I mean, saying, bro,
The
like
fuck?
you know what you're getting into when you get with Snoop, dude. Like it's not.
But see, that's where we talk about the culture and we talk about other things. People that have tapped in or they think they know the culture, they just know from what they see and what they saw.
Word.
They don't really understand the artist. Like we know,
Right.
you get Snoop, you're gonna smell some fucking loud.
I mean, it's gonna be all over
Period.
everywhere, bro.
So like, to that, just the fact that was like viral, I'm like, Snoop smokes.
Yeah,
The fuck?
but
Like,
I think it's just mostly because everybody expects it because it's a Super Bowl halftime show.
It's
and
in
it's
LA.
going to be in front of the kids and like
Fuck them kids.
everybody. Well, that's the whole Joan is like people expect like wholesome halftime shows, and like you're working with musicians. Firstly,
Right.
Like everybody knows, like you're not going to just change your whole vibe up because you got a gig at like one of the biggest places on earth. Like you're going to do you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If you're a true artist, you're going to be that person
All day.
regardless of the performance and the place where you are performing.
All day.
Right? So you know full well, man, knowing who Snoop is, knowing from the litany of his history from day one when he first came out to now,
nigga blowing
you
it
know the
down.
boy blow
He gonna
all
blow it the
day.
fuck down.
So him like getting his mind right before he got on stage.
And it was like 2 or 3 pulls. I'm like, that's it.
And he got on there and killed that shit, man.
People hate on fucking Snoop. Snoop is in my top 5 all
I mean, that boy,
rappers.
like he sounded the best out of everybody.
He
on
was the
stage.
best performance.
I'm
Ho,
just gonna say.
can we talk about somebody?
Who?
Nigga, inflation is real. 50
so
cent is a
50
whole fucking dollar
Well,
now.
I mean, look, man.
Nigga.
Listen, I'm gonna say it now. I'm not the same weight I was 20 years ago.
If you know you're going to
know.
perform, no,
Hey, bro.
Say what you want.
He looked like he was swole,
He
but
looked like too much sodium. It's way too
it
much
was all
sodium.
up in the face.
And
His arms and shit was still kind of
nah,
beefy.
He
man.
looked like he ate 50 cent.
Oh,
Fam.
well, whatever, dog.
You know you're
I don't give a
performing.
shit.
I'm
He
a
sound
vain.
all right.
No, he didn't. I'm gonna say I'm vain as shit. Dr. Dre called me and say, "Yo, I got to check. We going on a halftime show, nigga. I'm taking HGH.
Listen.
I'm getting all types of fucking
That just shows
juice.
you. That just shows you how comfortable that nigga is right
Well, he
now.
got that
in his
power
life.
money.
Exactly.
That power money. I ain't
He
mad.
was like, yo, I don't care how I look. I'm going on stage and gonna kill it. I'm gonna get my check and then I'm gonna go home.
Inflation is real. 50
And I'ma
cents
buy
a
me
whole
some
dollar.
cheeseburgers. I'm
Fuck
trying to look
all
like
that.
you, fam.
You
It's
know what I'm
cool.
saying? I saw a video.
We shouldn't be
of
body
this
shaming
mom.
anyway, man. Sorry.
It's like I
Damn.
do that. That's me, right? Yo, we should have had that. Right.
That was an opportunity squandered. It's all good.
The video of a mom is this super. We are there.
See,
with
there it is. That's exactly what it was.
The mom is sitting down, and I knew what it was. The mom had the furry flip flops on. It was a
Right.
white mom. She's kind of cute, a little older,
All
but I'm
right.
like, she's like 50. 50 Cent was 20 years ago. Oh shit, she was like in her late 20s.
She was all over that shit, bro.
She jumped up and started twerking and going crazy, and the sun panned the room. It was just a bunch of white people quiet. She was the only one going crazy. 50 Cent.
Hey, man. That's the party I want to be at.
That's the reason why I said the culture took the W, because even if you stop listening to hip hop, that shit that they grew up on or the shit you listened to when you were wild, it still hits.
It just puts you back in
That
that
shit
like
still hits.
that frame of mind, like where you was during the time when all that shit came out, man.
And to our point, we're making this hip hop based, and I don't want to do that, but it is to the whole this genre of music. I don't give a fuck. A 15-year-old, a 20-year-old that's listening to Little Uzi Vert, G Herbo, Gunna, all these whack ass fucking artists, when they turn 30 and they got kids, they not gonna be playing that shit. They're gonna be like, yo, Kanye was out, he was out. I'm gonna listen to that because stick play, ops, I'm smoking shit. You're not listening to that shit at 30. You know what I'm saying? You're not.
You can just miss me with all. Look. All the people that you just named, I have no idea who the fuck you.
Only
talking
reason
about.
why I keep it super funky, which is I need to understand what these kids are talking about,
All
because
right.
I need to know if a kid's trying to rob me or if something's about to happen.
Right.
I know what they're talking, so I know to skedaddle or get the fuck out of there.
That
So
makes sense.
No shit, jump off.
No, I feel you.
But the fact that you don't know these artists, you know what I'm saying?
That's because I'm not in it, man. Like, I'll throw. I'm on, whatever music streaming services that I'm on, right? And I'll look at stuff, and that stuff pop on my feed or whatever.
Next.
Nah, I'm
Next.
skipping it, bro, every
Next.
time.
Next.
Because it's just not like, as a musician myself, like the quality of
Talk your
what
shit.
the quality of what they're putting out. Like some of them beats, banging, feeling it, but I need more substance to my lyrics.
Oh,
And I mean, I'm coming from, there's songs that I listened to when I was coming up that's all about shooting motherfuckers and robbing and stealing and doing drugs and whatnot. But the lyricism was more playful. And it felt like they were saying some shit, even though it was like some gangster ass dumb shit.
Could I ask you this about the point you just brought up?
Right.
When saying you got me by a few years, me and you still listen to I don't know what you listen to.
I mean, I listen to everything.
So to that point,
Right.
don't you agree, or could you agree that the stuff that we had back in the day, there was a table for every part of hip hop? If you wanted gangster rap, You wanted conscious rap. You wanted party rap.
Right.
You wanted girl rap. You wanted mindless, violent rap. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there was
were
lanes
different
for everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Now everything's all pushed
It just
together.
feels
It
like
all
it's-
sounds the same.
I agree with you.
That's the
I think
difference.
that's what it is. It's lack of variety.
Right. It's oversaturated.
And
like,
not to
everything's
say that there
oversaturated.
aren't brothers out there that are doing other things.
Oh, there's tons.
But it's not popular. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
the thing about popular music is everybody wants that same thing that fits in a certain mold that they can put out there for people to listen to. And that's kind of where, that's why I like that halftime show, because that shit, like Snoop is a way different artist than what Eminem is a way different artist than what 50 is, which is a way different artist from Mary J, which is different from Dre. And but they all fit in that same era, and it just works together.
That's why I said the culture took a W.
They
the
certainly
culture
did.
took a W.
The culture was, like
I'm
that
saying?
display, like I said, man, just like that display of blackness and the black excellence all over the screen for however long that Super Bowl halftime show lasted was a beautiful thing, and it made me happy just to watch it.
I liked it, but once I slept on it, I'm just like,
Yeah, I can see like where the political shit come from, and I know how the NFL operate, and they were trying to kind of like smooth a little thing over with, especially with that Brian Flores shit that's popping off.
Right. You saw where he took the job at, right?
Nah.
Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, that's
linebacker
right. He
coach.
did. But still, he's not like
With the
D
only
coordinator.
black head coach. With the only black head coach in the NFL.
That
ironic.
That shit right there. I mean, we'll talk. That's
No
a
doubt,
different,
whole other episode,
whole
but-
other,
but that's why I said this whole thing with the halftime show
feel
was
you.
like, yo, they didn't know, but my whole thing is based off
They
of
didn't
fucking
know.
Chucky.
But they did know.
It's all based off of Chucky.
Okay.
Chucky's going to sing. We got to clean this up. We have to go and say, hey, we like black people.
Right.
Look what we've done. Look at the steps we've taken since this. Look
Right.
what we've done. Look what we've done.
Why you got to do the voice?
Look
man?
what we done. That's what the fuck they're going to
No,
do.
I know you're right. I mean, it's true. It sucks that it. These are things that we are thinking about and talking about because this is shit that is said behind closed doors.
You ain't never seen, like you said, the fact that it was so many of us.
Yeah, bro.
Ain't that fucked up? Like, I have to think like that.
You know
see
what's-
people that look like me, it's like, no, there's something up.
You know what's crazy though is like there are the select few people who are complaining that like, oh, this halftime show was shitty, right?
It wasn't a good show.
I mean, it was a great show. The thing about it is like, why don't we have more halftime shows like this when 80% of the league is
like
brothers?
me and
right?
you.
We don't need Bruce Springsteen. We don't need Paul McCartney all the time. And I'm
Aerosmith.
not trying to take away from any of that because there's a place for it.
No, but we
I
don't
enjoy
know.
some of that shit too. But it's just like we should have every year it should switch. You should have like a white artist, and then you should have like a more urban, like more for the culture artist. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever the culture is, that's who should be up there.
And it's just,
it's unfortunate we are the culture.
Well, yeah, bro.
Period.
I mean,
that's what it is.
It's honestly, bro, like everything just revolves around blackness, in my opinion, because black people done started everything popular
say-
culture wise. Like,
We are the culture.
yeah, we don't get credit for it, but it does definitely stem from some shit that black folks did somewhere in the history.
Speaking about culture, did you see the movie Tom Hanks is involved with, the Elvis Presley movie?
yeah.
I was like, for some reason, I want to see what white lies they're going to tell about this
Oh, man,
motherfucker.
you
I
already
want to
know.
watch it.
You
I want
already
to watch
know.
this shit.
I'll probably wait for it to come out on like HBO.
I'm
Max or
streaming it.
something.
I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
That shit getting
But,
streamed.
I mean, like, hopefully they do bring that shit up, which they probably won't.
They won't.
Of course not.
That's all I'm just saying.
Or maybe they might, and you might be surprised.
That's why I want to see in case, because Tom Hanks is involved. I'm like, all right, fam,
Possibly.
whatever. Do
Because
your
Tom got to
Googles on
repair.
that.
Tom got to repair some of his reputation too. with
Just
that
like his
whole-
son. His son out here.
Which
pump
son?
faking Chet Hanks.
Fuck Chet.
Booyaka, and all that dumb shit. I do whatever. I ain't
Yo,
giving
you speaking
all
that patois and whatnot, bro.
Well,
Come
get
on,
on my
bro.
nerves.
You gotta. I mean, do
But
you, homie?
I like the halftime show for what it was.
I was
It's
feeling
crazy
it.
you brought it up. I'm so stuck on the hip hop thing, like rap and hip hop.
Right.
Like, it's what you said. The rap and hip hop part for me, that is pop music now.
Yeah.
Rap music is fucking pop.
It's pop.
We come from the era of, these kids don't even remember. Parents will go out and pick it and buy albums and break them.
Yeah,
and
like
be
run
like,
'em
this is
over.
the Devil's music.
Run them over with fucking steamrollers and all that. Burn 'em.
Remember that
Yeah,
shit,
bro.
To where let's keep it funky. Let's keep this shit funky. White parents in suburbs were like, you can't listen to this shit. But if the artists I just named, if you go to one of their shows or if you stream their shows, guess who's all around
Dog,
that?
I'll tell you what. The Chronic was like one of the most listened to albums by kids in the suburbs
Yeah,
ever.
white kids. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
White kids.
It was huge with them.
White kids.
So-
Amazing.
And that's just. I mean, it just goes to show you the power of that type of music. Bro.
We are the culture.
Exactly.
That's where I'm at. We the fucking culture.
No doubt, bro. No doubt.
The Rams, you guys can suck penis backwards. That parade was a fucking embarrassment.
Hey man, we ain't got nothing on the one here, so
Fam,
that's all.
that shit was bad. However, Matt Bradford, I said Matt Stat.
You said
Stat
Matt
Padford.
Bradford?
That's his name. Because everybody's like,
Bradford.
I saw someone said he's a fucking Hall of Fame quarterback. I was like, yo,
bro,
chill with
no,
that shit.
not even.
Chill.
I mean, come on, dude. Like,
chill.
Yeah, he's good, but not the Hall of Fame.
Chill. The funniest part, the best part was when he was up there drinking that 1942 at the end. Aaron Donald grabs him, he's like, let's go.
Right. And it,
I was just like, yo, he's fried.
I'm saying,
That's
man,
how you should be.
you're having a good time up there. That's exactly how it should be.
That's how you should be.
Respect. They won. Cool.
Fuck the Rams.
But I'm not mad at it.
What would you rank that Super Bowl? Not like Tom, out of 10.
Out of 10,
Yeah.
probably like a 6.
Damn, you going high. I'm going 4.5.
For real?
Half Super Bowl was 4.5.
You talking about just the game itself?
Yeah, just the game.
All right, then yeah, that's probably like a
4.5.
4
The
and a
halftime
half.
show, the commercials, that gives it like a 6.2.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what
That's what I'm saying. Overall, as a whole,
You said
I'll go
6.5?
6. Just 6.
I'm
even.
going 6.2, 6.5. I'm
Okay.
with you on that. All right, so we
All
there.
right, cool.
We there.
So we feeling it.
All right.
Simpatico.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
All
right.
No doubt.
Cool.
Yeah, we're not doing an icebreaker this week because that was kind of the icebreaker, just talking shit about like
Yeah.
culture.
All things Super
people
Bowl
that
and
are angry.
blackness.
Yeah,
Together.
super blackness.
Super black.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like me.
Since we talking about blackness,
sir.
something happened like 2 hours ago about Dave Chappelle, where he just landed 4 new Netflix specials.
4?
And 4.
How much money is that man
He
getting
didn't
paid?
disclose it, but
Yo.
you know it's up there.
He getting paid
And you know what?
in the shade.
It's subscription service.
Yeah.
You don't like it? Unsubscribe.
Just
bitches.
don't watch it, man. There's a
Unsubscribe.
million and one things on Netflix that you can possibly watch.
Speaking of Netflix, yo,
Yes, sir.
the commercial in the Super Bowl. I saw some of those movies or trailers like weeks before. Did you see the movies they got coming out on Netflix?
Dog, it's
I was
like
oh, shit.
I mean, like people are like foregoing studio movies that are coming out in the theater to like do projects for like Netflix
Yeah.
and Amazon Prime and all that shit, man.
Yeah, I'm like
It's
this
dope.
shit with Ryan Reynolds, this shit
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Marky Mark and Kevin Hart,
Yeah.
the shit with the bed and the little animals. I was like, all those shits look dope.
Yeah, dog. I mean, like,
I'm just not paying $24.
I got most of them services already, so it's just like they coming through. I'm gonna watch it. So
It's weird. I don't understand why Netflix. I mean, I do actually understand why Netflix is so high, but like once they went to like $18, I cut that shit.
yeah, bro. A lot of
got
people
Netflix.
did. I mean, the thing about Netflix is I'll spend more time like trying to search for something to watch and actually watching shit on there. Unless it's a show I know I'm watching.
Right.
Like I'll scroll through and I'm like, I can't pick. There's just way too many choices, man.
That's what fucks me up with these movies. I'm like,
Way
yo, these
too
movies look
many.
cool, but it's like once I watch all these movies, there's nothing there unless I.
I
Can
mean,
get
there's
that
something for
foreign
you to
shit.
find. It's just a matter of like, I mean, it's just like anything else, bro. You got to pick and choose and make a decision on how to do it. But but that's the whole thing. There are so many different things out there. Oh, he's trying to cool it down up in here. My man's hot. All right, man, you turn that on then. All
It's
right.
30 degrees outside and he's putting on AC.
I mean, that's
It's
how we
like-
live in here.
It's
man.
like 90 in this.
It could be
joint,
like
cuz.
-6 outside, and I will still put the AC on in the house.
I'm usually pretty good in here with this.
I sleep in the window. I
Woo.
sleep with the window open all year round.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
I'll
you-
turn it off. My bad. People, you know what I'm saying? Brother's hot. You know what I'm saying? Sweaty, glistening.
You just gonna get
Take your
him.
hoodie off.
Glisten. Yeah, there you go.
A
No,
lot,
he got-
lot of beefcake under here, man. It's a lot of beef.
he's not trying to show it off for the ladies.
Not
He's
yet.
trying to-
I'm a working project. Come around like mid-March.
Okay,
I got you.
You gonna get it down?
Trapezius is. Oh, I'm in the gym. Don't
All
be
right,
twisted.
I'm
Trapezius
saying,
be
bro.
nice.
Okay.
Lats will be good.
There
You know what I'm
you
saying?
go.
Right now,
Do some work. Do work.
I'm working on that.
All right, word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
But with the Dave Chappelle thing, I'm looking forward to just more progressive talk, more societal talk, more inclusive talk.
I'm gonna
looking
watch
for
whatever that boy put out. That's all I'm saying.
that. He gonna hurt some more feelings.
He is, but that's the thing about comedy, man. It's not for everyone.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't
Facts,
like
facts,
it, don't
facts.
watch it.
Facts,
That's,
facts,
I mean,
facts.
it's easy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true for anything, man. You don't like it, don't watch it. Don't listen to it. Don't read it. Don't smell it. Don't taste it.
But that's too easy though. See?
It is, well, you know, that's how I like to live life, man.
Ease with
Easy.
ease?
I want to be easy like Sunday morning or afternoon or whatever time of day it is.
Shout out to who was that?
That was
Lionel
Commodores,
Richie?
baby.
Lionel
Yeah,
Richie.
Commodores.
Yeah. Didn't Lionel Richie get his ass whipped from his girl?
I don't even know.
He did. I'm serious. I'm serious.
Maybe?
No, he did. Like he was cheating. My dad told me this, and I looked it up.
For real?
He was cheating on his girl.
And Lionel
The
Richie?
girl pops up. Lionel Richie was out running the streets
Okay.
at a hotel.
Not
His
Lionel
wife-
Richie.
No, Lionel Richie. Oh, shut up. He was running the streets. Had
Okay.
a sneaky link inside the room.
I mean, I'm saying.
Wife pulls up. to the hotel room,
Word.
beats his ass, then beats her ass.
Okay.
And I'm like, wait, what?
That's how you know Lionel Richie married the right one.
Shit. Shit. You should look that shit up.
I'm gonna have to
Richie got his ass
investigate
whipped.
that, Joan, because that sounds hilarious.
Because what's the song? Hello?
Yeah.
It's me
Is it me
I'm looking for. There's some shit to
Cause
that.
I'm baby with my ass. No, I'm sorry.
I'm bad with my hands.
That was the original lyrics. He was talking about getting his ass.
His ass whipped. There's something to that with Lionel Richie. I
It
swear
was
to
called
God.
Oh No though. It wasn't Hello. It was Oh No.
I'm dumb as shit. Like,
Oh,
wait,
no.
what? See?
Right.
So you want to transition to this black excellence?
Yes,
with Driving
please.
the right lane?
Can we do it?
Excuse me, Swaggy T. See, could we get some black excellence with
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all,
Yes.
and I'm black, y'all,
Yo.
and I'm blacker than black, and I'm
Dude,
black,
I love
y'all.
this scene in this
black,
movie.
I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm black. Yo, I'm
Yes.
black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all,
Yo, I
and
could-
I'm blickety black, black.
talk your shit?
Give it to me all day, man.
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and
You know what I'm
I'm black,
saying?
y'all, and I'm blacker than black.
Yeah, Doug.
Swaggy T with the
Yeah,
fucking
with the
sense.
seriously, man.
You
That
tuned in to motherfucking black excellence with Driving the Right Lane,
black
bitches.
excellence.
We
with
are the
driving-
culture.
Yes, we
Fuck
are.
y'all talking about.
I am the smoke and the culture.
The culture.
Yes, sir.
You want to go first? I go first?
Yeah, so being that this is Black History Month, we would like to focus in on some people that are doing great things for people that look like us. And my first Joan I'm going to pick is a lovely lady hailing from the great state of Georgia, and her name happens to be Stacey Abrams. She is a American politician and lawyer and voting rights activist, and an author who served in the Georgia House of Representatives from 2007 to 2017. She's a member of the Democratic Party, obviously, and she founded a organization called Fight Action to address voter suppression. And in 2018, her efforts have been widely credited for boosting voter turnout in Georgia, which is a huge thing because, you know, Georgia got a racist ass
A whole
governor
lot of bullshit.
that been trying to do whatever he could in his power to make sure that, you know, to make it difficult for black people to vote.
You don't say.
Yeah.
They were doing that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like out in the open. It wasn't even like trying to hide it. So, I mean, this sister's down there doing the Lord's work, literally trying to get people out, you know, making sure they registered, making sure they know where their polling stations are at so they can get out there and get their voices heard. And, you know, she was basically widely credited with, you know, helping Joe Biden get, you know, elected from Georgia, which, you know, is it's a touchy subject.
You
for
saw
some
me
folks.
scared. I'm like,
yeah, I
off
know,
the
I know.
microphone from that.
But
Sorry.
she also was very integral in getting the 2 Democratic senators in Georgia elected, you know, kind of flipping that state, you know, during our last election. So, you know, she's out here busting her ass, bro, doing big things for black people, not only, you know, in Georgia, but across the country. So shout out to Stacey Abrams.
First of all, you a bad motherfucker. You didn't say integral. You said integral. I
Yeah, it's integral, bro.
thought it was integral.
I mean, it could be whatever. Pronunciation is,
I'm fucking with you.
you know,
but
I'm putting
I
an
peeped it.
emphasis on the wrong syllable sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
what you
bro.
just said
You know
right
what I mean?
there.
But we all, it's potato, tomato,
Tomato. Roof.
Integral.
Crick.
Yeah.
Creek.
Creek, yeah. You
Still
know, there's a
wanna
bunch
say
of things out there.
You say creek, don't you?
I say crick, bro.
County
I
motherfuckers.
yeah, that's
you
right.
county motherfucker.
I came up in the country a little bit.
Toko ass.
Chesco, nigga, come on.
That's Chesco?
Yes, sir. Chester
Oh,
County.
shit, yeah. Once you go up to a certain point. Right. I'm dumb as shit.
Chester County. Yeah, it's all good.
I fucks with Chester.
It's the suburbs, man.
I'm saying?
It don't matter.
Yeah, highlighting right now, just highlighting just certain people that put the umph or the X in black excellence.
I like that.
I got Erin Jackson. Erin
Okay.
Jackson, she became the first African American woman to be crowned an Olympic ice for what is that?
Speed skating.
The speed skating, first
Yeah.
time ever.
Hell yeah.
Kind of dope. I didn't notice much about it. Did you know she was like on like indoor roller rink shit?
Yeah, that's
I
how
didn't
she
know
trained,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear how she qualified?
Yes, I did, which is crazy to me.
Her friend took the L, got her in, and then she just took the fuck off.
Yeah. Well, she was like, because she missed, I think, qualifying.
She missed it, yeah.
And her friend was like, you know, here's the
third.
deal. I'm gonna give up my spot on the team so you can have it.
Yep, she got in there, and then she just took the fuck off.
And then, you know, like some people be like, oh, that's affirmative action at work, bro. But
Fuck out of here.
I'm just saying, like, that's a dope thing for you to step down and let somebody else, because you realize in the moment, like, having representation of people during this event is huge.
It matters.
And then the fact that she, you know, wasn't even supposed to be there and then went around and fucked around and got a gold medal out of it. It's amazing, bro.
The reason why I brought her up was because when you look at so many sports across just from the beginning of time to like right now,
Right.
in my mind, back on the conspiracy theory, brother tinfoil hat, some of these sports, they require money. They require like
No doubt.
they require a lot of fucking like assets to have to get
No
in there.
doubt.
And to see this woman go from where she was at to a goal, that's going to have a little brown girl like, yo, I want to do that.
I can do that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
That shit
Representation
matters.
matters, bro.
That shit
And that's the thing,
matters.
especially with Winter Olympics. You
Yep.
talk about expensive, bro.
Yep.
Like, all those sports are
People
mad
don't
expensive.
realize that,
So
and the game's been fucked up for a while.
it's
Where
been a little rigged.
you know, it's been beyond rigged.
Well, yeah,
it's
that's true.
I got a rich mommy and daddy. I can afford to go here. I can
Right.
afford to do that where we couldn't. And now all of a sudden, look, breaking them walls the fuck
I'm
down.
saying,
We
you
in
see
there.
the scales are starting to even out a little bit, man. I mean, it's
Still
not
got some
not
years.
even.
Yeah.
We're starting to get a little bit more agency.
We're getting
though,
closer,
what I'm
which
saying?
is dope.
It's dope, and the fact that like you see
Mm-hmm.
the first time ever. Hopefully, it won't be the last time. That's all.
No,
I'm
she
saying.
about to bust ass.
I'm just
She-
saying, like it's
she about
a
to run on
beautiful
these
thing, especially
motherfuckers.
because she had looking all braided up.
She
looking all
is a
fine and
woman
shit.
of color.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
She's
There's
not
no. Who's the woman I sent to you was like, yeah, she's a black woman, and I'm just like, where?
I forget who you
I sent you that shit, and it was like, I didn't think that was appropriate. I mean, it is, but it
I
was
know
a
what you're
bad
saying,
joke. That's
but
all.
It's all good, man.
There's a big difference.
Yeah.
Very
so,
big difference.
that's what's up, though, man. Shout out to Aaron.
Shout out to Aaron
Jackson.
Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Doing a damn thing, winning gold medals for the country, yo.
Shit, out skating these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I watched the race, dude. She put
She
in
was
work, bro.
out. When she comes around the bend and she opens up, it's like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
I was like, she did work. So,
she can
that's what's
roll.
up.
You got anybody else?
Yes, sir. My second choice for the pick of Black Excellence for this week is my man, Jordan Peele. Now, if most people don't know, Jordan Peele is a writer, actor, director. You know, he had his little show on Comedy Central for a hot minute, Key and Peele. Some of them sketches, bro, like
Fucking classic.
classics, bro. The not the NFL, but the football names.
football
Yeah,
name.
the bitch John, like tons of them. But anyway,
Megan.
the fact that he's in here changing up like Hollywood's perception of black directors and what it is to be a horror director, because as we know, like I like horror movies.
We both love horror movies.
Yeah, but horror
Like
movies, horror movie is like a it's a white dominated field.
Facts.
And the fact that this dude has put out a couple movies, 2 movies, Get Out and Us,
And us.
which are scary, but if you're looking at it through the lens of blackness, it's a very big social commentary and shit,
every
on
day.
a lot of different things.
every day.
And the fact that he's telling stories like that out here that are real deep in the black experience just of living life in America, but like putting that horror twist on it, because that's literally what it's like for people. Like for some folks, just everyday life is a horror movie.
I was about to say that's our every day.
You know what I'm
Especially
saying?
Get Out.
So, but like him out here doing things and winning awards at different stages, maybe not Academy Awards or whatever, but we all know how that goes. But the fact that he's out here doing what he's doing and kind of doing it on his own terms is dope, man. And I'm real excited about this new movie, Nope, coming out. Nope.
I
That
wanna
trailer,
know.
I'm saying like it's got me hooked because I seen the trailer like 2 or 3 times, and I have no idea what to expect. Like I'm really trying to sit here, rack my brain, and figure out what it's about, but I can't wait to watch it.
The dope shit for me with Nope is I automatically get like M. Night Shyamalan shit where it's like,
Yeah.
yo, oh my God, what is in your watch? It's like, what the fuck?
He's
This
gonna
is
twist it
dumb.
up on you.
It's going to be something where it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And it's gonna be like super like poignant as to
On
what's
to
going on in America.
Yep. Black
Which-
Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm already people like, yo, Black Cowboys. Okay, there's something
But
with
that's
this.
the thing, because if you know, like a lot of people don't understand that like
Cowboy.
a lot of cowboys and shit in the
Cowboys
Wild West
were
were
us.
black. So a lot of people like, do you know that the Lone Ranger, the story of the Lone Ranger, is based off Bass Reeves?
I actually did. Know
So,
that,
but a
go
lot
ahead.
of
Keep
people
cooking.
don't know. So if you don't know, the Lone Ranger, the old TV show with the guy who wore a mask, Hi-Ho Silver, in a way,
Tonto.
based on Bass Reeves, who was an actual black Texas Ranger.
Yep.
In the Wild West, who did a lot of crazy shit, took in a lot of criminals, did some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah.
But he was like basically a superhero
Pretty much.
back in the day, and that's who the Lone Ranger is based on. But a lot of people don't realize that.
Did you know that Clark Gable was that? Look that up.
Clark Gable is black.
Clark Gable. He's black.
Yeah, he was passing.
That's to your point
Yeah.
of, you know what I'm saying? They pass this off, oral tradition. If you leave things the way that they are,
Oh, yeah, no
everybody's whitewashed.
Right.
It's fucking amazing how that
It's-
works.
I mean,
it's amazing.
History's a bitch, man.
That's fucking crazy. I'm like,
You
I
what
actually
I'm
know
saying?
that. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Oh yes, I did know.
But there's something to that with black cowboys. fucking balloons.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I
I'm
wanna
trying to
see
put
this.
I'm trying to piece it all together, and I'm like, he'll definitely let me know what it is, what time it is when I see the movie.
black
but-
folk with land. I'm like, they got niggas got
Yeah,
property.
like, what?
Okay.
What's going on?
I need to understand.
Like her
Show me
family, like
more.
it's a family business. They've been around for hundreds of years and all this other stuff. Like you know, and then somebody trying to take that shit away from them, just like they do.
I used to the Key. I think I said this to you when Key and Peele first came out. I didn't like Key and Peele
Right. A lot of people didn't.
because it's like in my mind you're a hack job of like the Chappelle Show.
Right. That's exactly how I felt about them until I really got into the show.
Yeah.
And started kind of dissecting some of the sketches that they put out, and I'm like, yo, these dudes is like.
They're still hit and miss to me. Like, but when they
Some
hit,
of them, yeah,
it's classic.
But it's like the shit always takes that like real twisted ass turn, and you like, yo, I was not expecting that shit. Because there's like some of the shit like turns out to be horror sketches,
But
it's like based in comedy, which is
Yeah.
kind of like how his movies work.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Key and Peele, they're still.
I mean, it depends. They're not everybody's cup of tea, but like some of their stuff really
It
gets
hits.
me, man.
It hits.
It hits me.
Yeah.
Like that joint with the zombies and the cookout.
I was just
bro.
thinking that the black folk with the zombies.
That shit was one of the funniest shows I ever
Classic.
watched in my life, bro.
YouTube, Key and Peele, black people and zombies.
Yo, it's
say less.
So dope.
you'll fucking
so
die.
dope. It's hysterical.
You'll
dude.
fucking
It's
die.
hysterical. And the alien one too, where they were like running away from
From all the aliens with the guns and shit,
Yeah.
them too. I remember
Yeah.
that.
That joint
yeah,
was
they hit.
awesome.
The
Yeah.
ones you bring up are the ones they hit from, but the
that's
other ones
that's
are
about
like
the culture, dude. It's a commentary on what happens with black folks.
you giving up
It's-
code. When they don't, I'll be like, yo, you're giving up the goods. You're dropping tape about what
But
we do.
I mean, but some
Don't do
people.
that.
I mean, a lot of people need to know that, man.
No, they
No,
don't.
they do.
No, because we don't know.
The thing is, they don't care though.
No, Dave Chappelle had a skit talking about what was this shit when you see white people go shopping and it's like, get away from my shopping cart, nigga. You can't see what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, but your black person shopping, you know what I got? I got pork, I got sugar, I got all the
All
nasty
that.
shit.
All that.
White folk go shop, what's in there? Oh, get
Yeah, don't look at my cart.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
All right, Jordan Peele. That's you know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
like it because it's a modern dude. Like, you know, too many times during Black History Month, they want to talk about people who are past and like have done things for the culture and done things for Black America. I want to talk about what people are doing right now, man. People who are still alive. You know, like give people their flowers while they're still here, man.
I just had
There's
a
not
question
enough of
pop
that.
in my head with something about that. Do you think you can be pro-black with a not black partner? You ain't got to go about it now. It's a question just popped in my head. Get more people in for that. But
Okay.
could you be pro-black and not have the same color partner?
Now, living that experience myself right now,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm very pro-Black. But some people might think that I'm fronting because I'm married to a white woman.
That's why
So-
that it just popped in my head. Think
Right.
about like,
So,
child,
I
like
mean, it's-
Donald Glover
Right.
with that. This is America, but you got a white wife, and it's like,
But the thing is, man, it's
Mm-hmm.
like knowing where you come from and knowing, you know, your struggle, knowing about your identity and how it formulates how you operate through life. You know, having a non-black partner doesn't take away from that. So, I mean, this will be a topic for.
but to say this is something we get.
Yeah,
more
I mean,
people
you
in,
know, we can
'cause-
definitely talk about it because I'm saying I'm living. That's my life, bro. Like I live that all the time. Like people don't think I'm as
Damn.
down. I mean, firstly, just
Get
because of the
down,
way
do
that I
you?
sound, right? Like sometimes,
What? Because you enunciate?
because I speak differently than some people
Fuck
do.
that.
So,
We
but
passed
I've
that
been hearing
point.
that shit my whole life, bro.
Me too.
So it's one of those things.
No doubt.
But anyway, I
That's
don't
a
want to
question.
digress too much.
No,
man.
you straight. That's
Yeah.
that's the question. I'm like, can you be pro-black
Yeah.
and not have a black
Yeah,
partner?
I mean, we should talk about that for
Interesting.
sure. But who is your second choice for this?
I have the OG Bill Powell.
Yes, sir. Talk about it.
Bill Powell is an ex-war veteran who enjoyed the game of golf. And if you don't know about country clubs in America, even to this day, you as someone that looks like me and Chris just can't pull up to a country club and say,
Can't.
hey, I have a credit score of 800. My
I
credit's
wanna
better
play
than
18
all you
holes."
motherfuckers. I want a membership.
Nope.
Get out of here, nigga.
Can't
Get away,
do it.
nigga.
Exactly.
You can't come here. You're black.
Ain't that a bitch?
Even to this
To
day.
this day, bro.
You can't walk in some country clubs.
That's fucked up.
So back in the day, Bill Powell enjoyed this lovely game of golf.
Sometimes it's fun, man.
He would pull up, ask, no. Get told no too many times, what you gonna do? You gonna create your own shit.
Exactly.
And this dude basically was denied access to so much, he created access for everybody. This man went ahead and took savings and worked part-time as a security guard. And this is crazy how things just worked. He was able to purchase 78 acres of his own land.
Word.
He tilled, planted the grass, did everything himself over the course of 5 years.
Word.
Look it up.
I-
Did this shit himself.
Yeah.
Which is the whole this is this whole thing. Forget the mental health, but like our parents and our grandparents, they look at us like we're soft.
Yeah.
But then when you hear them stories and the motherfucker's alive and it's like,
Yeah.
walk 2 miles, this and I
Every
did
day.
that, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I could have did
I-
that.
Thank you for taking them steps for me, Grandpa, so I don't have to do that, bro. For real.
What was it with Bill Powell? Yeah, with the help of his wife, Marcella Powell carved 9 holes out of a farmland while working as a security guard. Without traditional golf maintenance equipment, Bill began building his course by hand. He walked the fairways with just a hand seeder around his neck to plant every blade of grass. With a walk-behind mower to mow the greens and an army jeep pulling gang mowers, he carefully manicured his 78-acre vision in 5 years. Dude, he opened it up to the public in 1948. In 1970, it expanded to 18 holes. One dude did that shit by
He
himself.
did it because you think about that for a second, man.
You see what I'm saying?
You don't have access to somewhere.
Yep.
You get told no enough times, you just be like, fuck it, I'll
Fuck
do
it.
it myself.
Fuck
and
it.
literally do it all yourself.
Yourself. Oh, and my wife knows what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on.
bro. You
Babe,
talk about-
I'll be back. Where are
you
you
talk-
going?
yeah.
Why are you? Babe, I'll be back.
Talk about black excellence, man.
Black. Just the fact.
Just
see,
the wherewithal, man, to do that, to have it in your mind to be like, all right, I'm going to do this at whatever cost.
people get bent out of shape when they're told no.
I know.
People get bent
I
out of
hate
shape
being told no.
when things don't go their way. Right?
Facts.
The fact that this man had the fortitude and had the guff to say, I'm gonna go get all, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm a hump this shit.
But I'm going to do it.
70 fucking acres. You know, that's a lot of
That's
fucking
a
land.
lot of land,
It's a
bro.
lot of land.
That's a lot of land.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, this is where, like, and I've come to grips with helping my therapist and everything else. I got a lot of issues with certain things,
Word.
but like when my grandparents or my grandpop tells me some things about like how our generation, these young motherfuckers is soft, couldn't no motherfucker from this time do no shit like
I
that.
wouldn't say no. I would say a lot less people would be inclined to do something
right.
like
The
that.
probability,
Just
the statistics state,
because
or the
we're
numbers
not
state.
dealing with the same circumstances, so it's a little harder this time around. But I get where you're coming from.
But
with
do
that.
you think that? But do you think that if we were placed back then, we would have that? If we know now, right, and we went back in time and we had to deal with that, would we be able to be built for that?
The way I'm built now, no, just because I mean, like, because you're a creature or a product of your environment,
correct.
right? So
Correct.
it's about nature and nurture and all these other things. So knowing like the way that I came up, to have to live in a time where like things weren't nearly as open as they were now, I don't know how I would survive with that shit, man.
But see, to that point, it's that's.
But you're a little bit like, but you know, like how to like. You can kind of operate differently, so you might be able to maneuver a little bit better, just because of the way that you know how shit worked back then.
Well, I was just about to say that. See,
So-
we're simpatico on a lot of things,
Yeah.
but some things we're like totally opposite on.
Word, I feel you.
Back in the day, for me, this is going to sound fucking weird. I love the fact I have access. I love the fact just to wrap your minds around this, you young motherfuckers, you 20-year-old, you 30-year-olds that are younger than me and C. Understand right now, you like going to Cheesecake Factory, you like ordering fucking beef bolognese and your Dolce Le Lace cheesecake. Understand 40 years ago, you couldn't do that.
Nah, man.
Your grandparents, your father, your mother, your auntie, your uncle, they couldn't go inside of fucking wherever and get a burger.
Applebee's.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They couldn't. Woolworth showed food.
Yeah.
You couldn't go in there and get food.
Kmart did that shit
That's
too.
40 years. I'm 40. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm 40.
That's crazy.
That's still
dog.
within. That's still you know someone that's alive that went through that.
Right.
So put that inside your pipe, smoke that. You know what I'm saying? The shit for me, I think that I would be okay back in the day
Word.
because I knew what was going on.
Okay.
When it's funny you brought the Joe Biden thing, I was like, "Arr."
Yeah, well,
I put out a meme when he won. It's Denzel Washington exhaling from John Q. When he's like,
right.
I said, wait. John said Joe Biden won. Back to the good old what the fuck was it? Back to the good old undercover racism used to. Not that overt in your face racism.
Right.
When Trump was out. When Trump was winning and he had these motherfuckers jumping up and down and doing jump kicks for Jesus, I loved it. Because I knew where the fuck you stood.
where you stood.
I knew what was going on. And you're so much of a fucking idiot. I know not to do business with you.
Right.
If we have to work, we'll be amicable. I understand that. But as far as everything else, I'm not fucking with you because you got so happy.
Right.
Back in the day, I think the only, that's the only issue. The major issue for me was just like the super extreme violence.
Right.
Like I could be walking in.
Bro, that ain't really changed
Just-
much though.
Nah, bro. You know, back in the day, you could do that.
Well, it was legal for people
yeah,
to do that.
you could just
shit.
do that.
But the
Now
shit, it still go down.
you
That's the
can do it,
thing.
but now there's somewhat of there's quote unquote measures, repercussionary measures to discipline people that do that.
Not really.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that this is going to sound really bad, but I don't give a fuck. For me, our culture was stronger back then because all we had was us.
I think that there is truth to that.
All we had was us.
I think there is a lot of truth to that, but I also think that it's stronger now just because we're in more spaces and we have more access to greater like means to do stuff.
I look at it differently in the sense of now my metaphor for that is as a black man from back in the day to right now. Back in the day, we were just allowed to sit on the porch.
Right.
You could look at the land, survey it, but you couldn't come off the porch.
Right.
Now we're off the porch. We're in the backyard, just a longer chain. We can't run around and do anything,
Right.
but I can look and do more. You know what I'm saying?
You can do stuff, but you ain't. You
I
still
can't
don't
get
have
full range
right.
of the fucking whatchamacallit.
That's
Whereas
fair.
back in the day, I could just sit and say, this is nice. I can look at something.
So, would you rather be able to look, or do you want to have that like limited chained access?
What are you asking me? You're asking would
So
I rather look
are
on the
you more
porch?
satisfied being back, having a little free reign, but not being able to step off the porch, or is it cooler now that you can get out there? and
If
do some
I'm on the
stuff?
porch and there's more people like me on the porch, I'm cool on the porch. Because the farther I get from the porch, the farther I get away from the people.
All right.
And for me right now, when you said you think that our culture's better now, I think our culture's more spread out and it's more divided now because the game's been set up will allow certain black folk to move to areas, will allow certain black folks because Malcolm X said some shit. Malcolm X said that the way that they're going to control us is we're going to have musicians, we're going to have actors, we're going to have all these quote-unquote famous blacks, and we'll get them on, and then people will follow them.
Right.
And that wasn't the case back in the day. If you look at celebrities and stuff back then, they were still around the people.
That's
they
true.
will go in the hood.
That's
look
true.
at Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Look any musician, Sam Cooke, James Brown.
All them.
They would be in the hood.
No doubt.
With us.
Still back there with the
And
people.
for me now, celebrities look at blacks, get the fuck away from me. I don't talk to you. I'm not you. Get the fuck, you broke motherfucker. Back in the day,
Yeah.
if I could,
Okay.
if there was a chance I could walk into a breakfast shop, Sonny Liston might be in there, sitting down talking, and everybody knew what it was, and he wasn't too big because he understood his mission.
Right.
For me back in the day, looking at that unity
Okay.
and just seeing what it was, that shit makes me more proud to look and say, okay, I understand what's going on.
Word.
Like, yo, looking this shit up totally sidebar. Did you know Samuel Jackson was involved in that shit?
Yeah, he was part of the civil rights movement.
Yeah,
bro.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
When Martin Luther King got assassinated, he was at Morehouse. Martin Luther King's father was on the board.
Okay.
They locked it up to where it was like, yo, you motherfuckers are going to hear us out. We want better. Everything should be better for us.
Okay.
And they expelled him.
Damn.
And then I think the government talked to his mom and said if he stays on this path, he's going to get smoked. And the mom sent him to Cali.
That's crazy.
Sent him to
dude.
Cali for 2 years, got his, flipped everything up.
Right.
Got back into Morehouse as a major in acting or drama.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Damn. I didn't know it was all like that though.
The feds came and talked to his mom, like,
That's
this dude is on the list. Like you were saying, a list.
Yeah,
like
bro.
he's on the list. If
That's
he
what I'm
stays
saying,
here, we
man.
gonna smoke this nigga.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's it. Yo, black excellence with this. So you're going to get more and more in tidbits of this. We're going to start tinkering things.
Yeah.
You need to understand what kind of show you're dealing with. It's cool to Dookie Blaster. We can laugh and joke and crack some fucking jokes.
Word.
But understand, like, you're dealing with two intelligent motherfuckers
Well, we gotta
that understand we have some perspective.
We just gotta learn people about shit, because there's
No
stuff
doubt.
that I'm finding out, that I didn't know about, which is a great thing, because knowledge is power, bro.
Right, all day. And that's another part about like with that type of stuff. Back in the day when we had like the Panthers and we had these groups that were just for us,
Right.
it was for us
Right.
because we needed it. Now these groups, I'm not even trying to go there, but that the famous 3-letter thing that's out right now.
Right.
They're getting popped for fucking fraud and embezzling money and doing all this other stuff off of blood.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, you sure we're better?
I mean, in some aspects, yes. In some aspects, no. I
No,
agree.
but this is a good
This-
combo.
I mean,
that we
but
can
that's the
always come
thing.
back
Like,
on.
there's measured things where we do have it way better, and we do have more access, and we
But do we?
have we. I would say yes, we do. But again, like
Okay,
this-
no doubt.
yeah.
I'm just asking. My bad. See what I'm saying? It's combo.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about that. I know, like, speaking from your perspective, where you coming from, like, I see that now. Like, yeah, bro, the culture was a little bit more tightly knit. I think we are spread a little thinner, but I mean, like, some of the ties are stronger, not all of them.
Back to your point when you said that we have both agreed and said we are the culture. When
Right.
you look at like music, for instance, shout out to From the Nosebleeds. Swaggy T was in that chat on Twitter that night. They were having a conversation about like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Remember that shit, T? the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they were talking about like, hey, should musical acts be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And it wasn't even a color thing. It was like who were some like the non-rock, like James Brown.
Yeah,
who were
like,
some of the
like a
guys?
singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah,
and,
okay.
and I'm listening, and the only thing I kept thinking in my head is like, all right, take the color out of it. I'm a black kid from Mount Airy, fucking Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I know that rock and roll is based off of fucking just rebellion, like going against the system.
Right.
Fuck, you can't tell me what the fuck to do. I'm gonna do my own shit.
Right.
And when you think about that, just from that, I didn't want to get this heavy on their platform, Taylor. But in my head, all I kept thinking was, rock and roll comes from us.
Yeah, it does.
Because somebody made a comment and said, yeah, he's not rock and roll. And I was like, "Urgh." I'm on the train, like, literally chewing my fucking finger off, like, he is rock and
But
roll.
I mean,
because what he had to go through to
Right.
play that type of music. He couldn't go to certain states and play music without getting locked up.
Right.
If that ain't rock and roll, I don't know what the fuck is rock and roll.
Exactly, bro.
But to our point of the culture, everything derives from us.
Yeah, dog. I mean,
Everything.
It's crazy how many hands or how many things black people had their hands in making popular, and then it was taken away from them.
Once the masses got a hold of it, they put in these measures to stop it from us, to stop us from
getting
saying
the recognition
that's
or-
ours.
Yeah.
No, you don't have this, you don't have that. You
Yeah.
can't even talk about that. So for me, that's why it's like back in the day when we had things, it was inclusive for us.
Right.
And people wanted it, and we're just like, no,
Nah.
there were gatekeepers, there were measures. Now you have what you have now where it's a hodgepodge. And I think that, to your point, I like that theory of people see it. But in some aspects, it's like, no,
Yeah, I feel
this
you.
ain't for you.
I get you.
Everybody can't come to the cookout. I used
Everything
to love.
ain't for everybody.
How about that? I
Right.
used to love it. Yo, you come to the cookout now.
Yeah.
Too many motherfuckers at the cookout, bro.
All right, bro. I see you. You
Too
just
many
have your own
motherfuckers
cookout.
to cook-
Well, that's what I'm saying. They have their own cookout now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel you. Nah, see, like I like that because it makes you think critically about different things and what it means. What does blackness mean? You know what I'm saying? Like it means different things to different people.
I'm
But
black excellence would drive in the fucking right lane.
bro. So I mean, like I'm glad we having this conversation though, because it's opening up a lot of avenues to different talking points. So.
I suffer from a lot of shit. When I was a kid, I used to have issues with that shit.
Yo, I know a lot. My cousins, man. There was my one cousin who used to like blame everything on white people.
No, not that. No.
But I'm
not
just
blaming
saying.
a white man.
No, I'm
like
just-
I'm dark skinned or
Right.
I'm black.
Oh,
I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I had that issue when I
Did you
was
for
young.
real?
Yeah.
I mean,
when
but
was young.
that's a thing a lot of black folk go through, man. Like, that.
Nah, bro. I went to private schools.
Well, I mean, it's different
for.
but I get where you're coming from with it. It's just that that's a thing that exists all over. You know what I'm saying? And I get
No,
where,
see.
it does,
no
man.
base.
It
no
does,
base.
bro. It does. It does. I'm not saying I'm not trying to take away from your experience, but I'm just saying like there are a lot of people that went through that.
I
You know what I'm saying?
layers. It's levels to the shit.
It's like an onion.
It's levels to the shit.
Yeah, bro. I feel you.
Yo, onions. Speaking of fucking onions, hold on. This is say I can cook a little bit. I be getting it down in the kitchen. Do you know why you cry when you cut fucking onions?
Nah, I don't. I used to know the scientific reason behind it, but I forgot.
You hear shit, yo, wash the onion, sharp blade.
Yeah.
It's when you cut the edges. So when you cut that side off, it releases the gas. Don't cut the sides. Look that shit up. I did that shit twice. Didn't fucking cry.
Are you serious?
Dead fucking serious.
It's also different with different types of onions.
Well, the Vidalia and the sweet onions. Don't cut the fucking sides. When you cut the sides and then you get the cut and it releases, it's like it's a fucking science
It's like tear
equation.
gas.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But if you cut down the middle and you cut without cutting the ends, when you finally cut that end part, there's something in the end that releases everything out.
No shit.
Yeah.
I'm about to research
Like what
this.
you did with that with the onions. We didn't even talk about that.
Hey man, we
See what I'm
bring up
saying?
all kinds of crazy stuff. We on the mic, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
I love it. We jump all over topics.
Crazy.
and
But
shit.
when you have
Nuts.
onions usually go in shit, and when you make it, that means you're gonna be feeding motherfuckers,
Listen,
right?
I used to disrespect onions. Now I love them.
I love fucking
Raw.
onions.
Especially though, look, you give me some caramelized onions on some shit, bro. I'm gonna tear it up.
Dog, I had a fucking roast beef sandwich. Where the fuck was I at? I was
Now you're making me hungry, bro.
I was in South Philly.
Yeah?
Forgot the name of this fucking place. It's a bakery down there.
Okay.
They had this roast beef fucking sandwich. It's roast beef, caramelized onions, and like
damn.
mozzarella or some mozz
Yeah.
with this gravy.
Ooh wee.
Cause I took, oh my God, that shit was banging.
You making me hungry as shit right now, bro.
That shit was super banging.
That sounds delicious.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to go there. We
Yeah.
got to go to fucking Curly's
We definitely gotta hit that
up the
spot.
fucking way.
I'm gonna get me a
T knows
cheesesteak.
about that shit. Hey, what'd you think about Curly's comfort food?
That's a great steak.
Is that it's a really good cheesesteak, right?
Yeah.
Yo,
need
it's better than D'Alessandro's.
Is it really?
Oh, easy.
It's better than D'Alessandro's.
Wow, that's I mean, if you talk to some
Alessandro's
folks,
not that good though.
I don't know about that. That's sacrilege.
I'm a fan of D'Alessandro's, man.
We that's the constant here.
Well,
best cheesesteak
we
talk.
all have our preferences. You're allowed to have your opinion
Of
on
course.
where your steak is at.
D'Alessandro's
I just want a
good.
good ass cheesesteak. I don't give a shit
Curly's is that work, bro.
on my fat man. I just want a good steak.
Could you eat the whole steak?
Oh no,
Yeah,
Half.
yo, a half.
Half.
And I can if
that's pushing it. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, me and B went up there. Byron went up there, dog. Like a couple days after we had talked,
Yeah,
we went
yeah.
up there, dog. I slept in his car.
It's
I
a-
ate a half. I slept,
It's literally a
Put you in the
pound.
ass, right? Is it really?
It's a pound.
dog.
Damn, that's a big steak.
It's a
man.
big ass steak. The rolls on point. The French fries come in a fucking pizza box.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
French fries come in a pizza
I
box.
need to witness this with my own 2 eyes and my taste buds.
I gotta drive. If you're eating, I gotta drive because you're gonna crash.
All right, well,
You're gonna
I don't know,
fucking
man.
crash.
I might crash later.
The actual steak is like stands out.
Does
It's-
it like the meat is
Yeah.
high
Yeah, it
quality?
does.
Like
Yeah.
Yes.
see that shit?
Yes.
When that kind of like that's
Yes.
the best part of a steak. Like if meat
Yes.
is on point, bro.
Yes.
I'm all about it.
I want to try like their dinner. They make like meatloaf, macaroni and cheese.
I heard somebody was
They
saying that
make all
the
types
mac
of
and
shit.
cheese up there is slamming.
I want to fuck with them, but it's small. The only issue, and it's smart from them. It's a small place. I thought it'd be like a couple tables sit.
Word.
It's like 4 tables.
That's cool.
It's
It's
an
a-
old Checkers.
I was gonna say it's an old Checkers.
it's
I
old
mean,
fucking
that's
Checkers.
all right, man. It's intimate. I'm gonna get it there.
We're gonna get up there probably. We gonna go next week.
Let's go next week.
We keep talking this shit.
I know, man. I keep saying like I'm gonna go, and then some shit pop off, and I can't make it. So
You want to go up there with us, Taylor? Or no, because we keep talking this shit, and it's like, oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna
blah, blah, blah.
go get me a steak.
I'm going to
ready
get
to
half
eat.
a steak.
I'm ready to eat.
Or a quarter of a steak because I still have to be productive.
Okay.
the
Well,
rest of that day.
let's do it after, so we ain't gonna
Oh,
have all that
shit.
phlegm
We
up
eat
in
that
there.
before this. I'm looking at you and say, you got
Well,
I'm being
who's
produced with
driving in
Taylor.
the right lane.
I'm producing with Taylor.
Word,
Shit,
bro.
you got it?
I can't carry this shit solo. I need a partner, man.
that.
So
Drunk
we'll
off
do that.
cheese.
Get
Yeah,
like a
I'm gonna
motherfucker.
I'm gonna get that cheese drunk on.
Dog,
Yeah.
that cheesesteak, it's I want them to get so much fucking business to where it's like, yo, they're gonna have to hire more people.
Okay.
Like
I
you
think
can
they're
walk,
already at that.
really?
Yeah.
That's
starting to
good,
blow up.
man. That's good. It's worth
I mean,
the drive.
I keep hearing from you and
worth
from
the
Tay
drive,
that it's
dog.
definitely up there. So I had to go try it with my own 2 hands.
They don't, they were so cool. They don't even have a bathroom.
Oh.
We went up there. We spent some fucking money eating there. Nice. I was like, look, can I use the bathroom? She said, sweetheart, come on, man. We go in the back. Did you know there's a bathroom there, Taylor?
No, I'm just in and out.
Yeah, Pete. So the bathroom, you have to walk outside and walk to the back of the restaurant.
Oh, shit.
They open the door for you, and you
Don't-
go in the bathroom.
Don't give away the secrets, man.
That's just for me, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got that,
That lady was nice as hell.
that's what's up.
Blew that shit up.
Did you?
I blew that joint right up because the dude
Damn.
opened the door. He's like, dude, you cool? And I was like, you don't want to come in.
That's disrespectful.
The lady came and said, are you okay? I said, the food was excellent. Just, I had to use the
I had
bathroom.
to,
She's like, so is it the bathroom will be down for a few minutes? I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
more than a few minutes.
Don't
sweetheart.
nobody go in there for about 35,
45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Damn.
Real shit.
Word.
Fucking curlies.
All right, man.
But we talking about feeding people and feeding
Oh,
shit.
Lord Jesus. Are we doing these?
Nice. Yes.
Yes.
Would you like to do
Let's
that?
please.
Can we segue into don't feed the animals?
Let's not feed them.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Do not feed the fucking animals.
Please don't.
Where we at with this, Taylor? Where's the oop? Throw the soup, brother. Sean Kemp.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
It's definitely provocative. Oh, yeah.
I like that.
That's pretty good.
I like that.
I like it.
Where you want to go first with this?
I don't know, man. I think we're gonna talk about the board. Let's go with local with it first.
I got one for you. So when I sent you the outline for everything,
Yeah.
how many deaths did I say we had at that day?
700 something.
No, for this year.
Oh, shit, I can't remember.
like
now.
68.
Yeah.
We're at 72. 2 motherfuckers got smoked last night, not too far from where I was.
Bro,
On the L.
people's wilding out here nowadays, man.
Philadelphia, 72 total deaths now.
What is going on? And it's only February,
And
dog.
we're still in a pandemic.
I mean, yeah, I get that.
We're
but
still in a pandemic, and niggas is getting smoked.
people just out here, no disregard, disregarding everybody's life, man. That's kind of fucked up.
72 deaths.
72.
72 deaths. You want to go with main man Nicholas?
Yeah,
man.
dog, let's talk about it so I can get it off my brain, man.
Oh boy! All right. So, what day was this? This was on 2/11 when it was reported by Steve Keeley. Who, if you don't know who Steve Keeley is, he's like the super drama guy from Fox News.
Oh, yeah.
All he does is report negativity, and I
Right.
fuck with him. You want some news?
Of course you do.
Look him up. You'll be fucking excited.
Okay.
Nicholas Correa, 32 years old of Clifton Heights.
That's not that far.
Not that far. Well, from here, it's a nice little ride.
I mean, it's saying it's local.
If you in West Philly, that's right down Baltimore motherfucking
it's
road.
local.
Right down the motherfucker.
so what did
32
my man?
years old.
Yeah.
Arrested by police with a machete in his hand while sawing his girlfriend's leg off.
Nigga.
He confessed to killing her and attempted to get rid of the evidence by dismembering parts of her body.
Bro, I heard a story before you sent me to John. I heard about the story on the radio.
It's not funny.
2 days. It's not funny. But the fact that like they were saying they walked in because like the cops got there because somebody had reported they heard noises and like plastic shuffling and all this stuff.
God damn.
They got in. They were walking around the building. They like looked in the window and saw him actively cutting her up, dog. And then they said they walked in and they saw that she was already decapitated
Dismembered.
and the
God.
head was on the fucking floor in the room with him.
Nice.
And then I was reading the story. I sent it
Not
to you
funny.
earlier.
I'm not shit.
Nah, it ain't funny.
I'm
But they
not
were saying
shit.
like as they were putting him in the police car, like it's reported him saying that she tried to cut his balls off, which is one of the reasonings why he did what he did to her. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, how much hate do you have to have inside of you to be able to do that to somebody, man? Like, I couldn't see myself cutting anybody up. I don't hate people nearly enough to do shit like that. but
We different niggas.
I'm saying you could cut a nigga up, man. Seriously.
I don't like people.
Nah, but to the point where you could cut somebody up though.
I think that if I had, I think if I had to,
Man.
this is gonna sound weird. It's gonna sound fucked up, and I'm gonna sound super sociopathic.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever.
The biggest issue for me, if I had to go there, it wouldn't be seeing it and cutting. It's the sound of like the thing on the bone.
Yo, I couldn't deal with
You
that.
see what I'm saying? Like I've already thought that
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
Like
I mean, I don't like
doing
cutting,
that off
you
a
know.
nigga? No.
I mean, cutting up chicken wings when I'm making them, like that sound makes me upset.
But to say, if you ever broke down a whole chicken like that, you know
all
what I'm
day.
saying? But it's
But chicken is
something-
different. It's not people.
It's weird. The blood, super duper having
All
a
of it.
sociopath moment
All
right
of
now.
that shit.
Tyler,
The
do
blood,
not
the
judge here.
sound. I couldn't even fucking deal with it.
The
man.
blood, I wouldn't. Oh,
Too
boy.
late.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to hit the remake? Is it that like, nigga,
Yo,
what?
can I get like 6 of them in a row, please? Nah, they caught you.
It would just be the same.
Exactly. See, fucking it up right now.
It would be sound.
bro. It would be the whole 9. Like
It
just,
would be the sound.
that's why.
Yo,
That's the sound. That's the sound.
the craziest shit. So that happened. The crazy part is that's in Delco. Delco
Right.
is relatively closer to West Philadelphia.
Right.
When I around 05 to about 09, I lived in West Philadelphia.
Okay.
25, I'm not saying the last digit, South Fraser Street, between Spruce and Locust. Spruce Streets run all the way down into Delco.
Okay.
I used to smoke a lot of weed back in the day.
Word.
Shout out to my man Twiz. Yup, lived in between this block called Ethon. Ethon was where you bought weed, bought work, everything.
Okay.
Got cool with a lot of people. There was this young lady. I'm only bringing this up because I saw something kind of close to this, but at least it was already too late. Kind of the same thing.
Word.
Yep. Young girl. She was beautiful. I'm talking like, picture like, Vanessa Williams,
Okay.
Alicia Keys, and like Holly Berry all in one.
Word.
Tall. She was just beautiful.
All right.
She wasn't like hostage or stuck up. If you spoke to her, if you weren't trying to look like a hornball or like a creep,
Right.
she would
speak?
talk. She'd
Okay.
speak, hey, how are you? But she was a little girl, you could tell.
Right.
In high school. But it was one of those things, and I was in my 20s, so I could, whatever, I could look. I was in like my early 20s.
Yeah.
You would look, you'd be outside with music going, smoking a little bit, and just like, damn, she's, whew.
Word.
And then she had this boyfriend. The boyfriend drove this big ass truck, big fat ugly motherfucker.
Right.
I hate to say it like that. Nah, you're handsome. You're beautiful, baby.
Thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
you.
I
No, we ain't
appreciate
talking
you.
about you.
I appreciate you.
Big, no, bull. He was just ugly.
Just
like,
straight,
like,
like
yo,
ogre style.
no, like this ugly. Everything about him was fucking ugly.
Okay.
Like you could tell he just had money. And,
Okay.
and for her being at that age,
Right.
it's one of those things.
That
where
was
it's
that like exciting John.
yeah,
I get
he's
you.
the bad guy. He's 28. He got money.
see.
I'm 18. I'm 17.
Can't fuck
Yeah,
with that.
I'll deal with this. But you're just a small stop for me.
Right.
I know what I want. You know what I'm
Got you.
saying?
It was just a stepping stone.
Yeah.
I
And,
feel
and, and his vibe, you would just look. It's like how
yeah, just how yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
You got a big ass truck. Okay.
All right,
no
whatever.
doubt. Basically, she got a full ride to go to Penn State. Full ride, everything.
All
like
right.
everybody knew what was going on because her Her pop was a retired lieutenant or something. He was a bigwig with Philadelphia police. He was
Okay.
retired.
Damn.
Basically, you knew when she was coming down the block. You didn't see her for a couple days. About 2, 3, 4, 5 days go by. You don't see her.
What?
And she wrote, yo, shout out to Brown. I know you watching this shit. I'm gonna try to get you to call and be like, yo, remember that shit? She disappears. No one knows what's going on. Then all of a sudden, the police just start popping up. Where I lived, it was a very, very small, quiet area of West Philly. Like, there was nonsense, but it wasn't. It was like further down.
Right.
Like, and it never came up where we were. So it was real chill.
Okay.
Like, yo, you could leave your door unlocked in your car where we was back in the day. Now, fuck no.
Nah, you can't do
But
that
back
shit
then,
nowhere.
if you didn't lock your car door by accident, your car would still be there, and nobody would go through your car.
See, that's nice.
You see what I'm saying?
That's nice.
So we go from sitting outside smoking weed. The cops come, you put the weed down because back in the day, weed wasn't cool. You couldn't smoke.
Well,
We're watching, and then the word comes back. People that knew her, they come, they smoke with us. Like, yeah, so-and-so's missing. And we're like, what? Like, yeah, she missing. Yo, about, I'll say 2 weeks go by to 14 days, 12, 14 days go
Right.
by. Nothing. Dog, when I tell you I seen real life feds as an adult, like walking around West Philadelphia, like these motherfuckers are like, they suits, regular like business casual, and
Right.
everything else with the walkie-talkies, go Tango go, that shit,
Yeah,
walking around asking us questions.
Word?
Hey, have you seen this? Yeah, dog, I can't make this shit up.
that's cray.
This shit goes dry for a couple days.
Okay.
Then breaking news. Come to find out, she had told the boyfriend, the ugly guy we talked about,
Right.
I'm like, this is it. I'm going to Penn State, main
Yeah,
campus.
I'm done with you.
That's it. This dude, when you talk about how can somebody hate somebody, I've
Right.
seen it. In his mind, you're mine.
Right.
If you go to Penn State, I'm coming to Penn State
Yeah,
because
we-
I love you.
Yeah, that's me.
And she's like, no, you're like 30. I'm barely 20.
Yeah, I'm trying to live my life, bro. Let's go.
Guess what he did? Kidnapped her,
Right.
killed her, had the body inside like a little trap house or a house for a couple days, didn't know what to do. You know how the fuck he got caught?
How?
He called his cousin. He called a family, it was not a cousin, he called a family member to help him get rid of the body.
Word.
The family member actually was going to go through with it until he realized who it was. He thought it was somebody,
Like, yeah.
like, okay, you ran into some problems somewhere.
Right.
Okay, cool, we got to finish this.
Okay.
No,
Nah.
it's so-and-so?
No.
Nigga, you wildin'.
Dude, that's, yeah, for real.
All right,
babe.
cool. So you know what? Where you going to take her at? They caught him on the edge of Chester. Had her body in an oil drum, everything.
What?
The cousin called the cops. Cops pull up, catch him dumping the fucking body. She was 17, 18 years old.
God damn, dude.
So that's nothing that happened back in the day.
I
Google this,
can't-
look this shit up.
I understand that, bro. I just don't know. Like, I can't understand. I can't put myself in that headspace.
You're not
man.
that type. Don't
I'm
take this the
definitely
wrong
not.
way. You're
Nah,
not
dude.
that type of dude.
I'm happy
bro.
not to be. I don't want to be that type of person.
You don't covet. You're not
nah,
like you're
man,
not that
I'm
type
not,
of dude,
nah,
bro.
dog. I can't. I
You're
just
not.
can't. That's as much as I can say. I can't.
But I know for a fact if somebody came between KJ and TJ,
Hey, listen, bro.
you smoking shit.
I'll be the first one out there with a machete chopping somebody up.
And
no doubt.
No, that's you know what I'm saying. So
doubt.
yeah, Nicholas Correa, my man. I hope and pray some things work for you, but
Nah.
I hope that you go sit down for a very fucking long
he
time.
He ain't doing nothing but sitting in the jail cell for the rest of his life.
And I hope they put you in with the worst of the worst.
Oh, they definitely going to. I
what
don't
I'm
know if
saying?
he's gonna make it, bro.
That's why I want him to
I don't know
go
if he
in
gonna
there.
make it, bro.
Shit like that bothers me. You fucking with old people, women, and children.
Yeah, dog.
Nah.
It's not for me.
Nah, I don't fuck with
So,
that.
Oh shit.
Which is why we talk about don't feed the animals.
Yes.
Because clearly Nicholas
Please.
Correa is a
Well, he's
fucking
an
animal. You know what I'm saying?
He's definitely an animal, no doubt.
Where else would you want to go with this, sir?
Since we talking about killing, can we keep on that tip, or you want to go somewhere else?
Which one? Where we got for the killing? What
I
else
don't
we got?
know, man. What was the other John?
We ain't got killing. We got
Nah, let's talk about something a little more fucked up than that one.
we got two fucked up joints.
Well,
I'm
let's
like,
talk
what?
about the chick, yeah, the chick, the teacher.
Oh, sperm cupcakes.
Yeah,
Sperm cupcakes.
Sperm
yes.
cupcakes.
You heard that exactly. Can we
Yes.
get a cringe on that one? Sperm cupcakes.
Oh, no, thank you.
Louisiana school teacher Cynthia Perkins and husband Dennis Perkins, who, by the way, was a Louisiana sheriff
He was a
lieutenant.
sheriff.
You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
lieutenant, LT.
What the what?
Were arrested and charged with several charges. Child pornography, etc., lewd behavior, and everything else. Also, during this time, Cynthia Perkins passed out among school children who she taught at the time cupcakes that were infused with Dennis's sperm.
Laced with her husband's sperm. Kids, Don't eat the cupcakes that your teacher passes out.
Under no
Make sure they come
circumstance.
from like Giant or somewhere else. Them shits better be prepackaged. It's still in the package.
like a motherfucker.
Don't eat them. Like, what the fuck?
I don't even understand
Bro.
why he would tell her to put my jizz inside of this to give to
Because
the
he
kids.
probably got off on that shit because he's power tripping because he's crazy, dude.
But what the fuck makes you want to beat off? Hold on. Let's really. All right. I
Turn
don't
the
want to
hoodie
do
down.
this because we got to wrap in a little because Tay just at the joint.
Yeah, okay.
How weird.
Bro.
Do you beat off in a
Bro.
cup? Do you beat off? How do you get the sperm into
Dog,
the mixing
in
bowl?
the bowl. You just sit there and just whack it off in the bowl.
Does he stand over the bowl?
Like, is she there?
You know what I'm saying?
On it.
What?
Yes. I mean, I don't care how it's done. Like, why? Like, why? As the teacher, right? You're sitting there
know.
like the husband's like, yo, I want to feed your kids my sperm. She's like, just jack off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love
Number
you,
one
Daddy.
sentence that should have never came out my mouth.
I don't get.
But yeah.
Fucking creep.
But yeah, that's like turn your horny down, bro. Like, what the fuck is
Is
wrong
that
with
horny?
you? It ain't. It's something outside. That's a whole completely different realm. of
I'm
shit.
like, is that horny though, sir?
Yeah, to some people it might be. I don't know. That's cringy as fuck.
No doubt.
I'm just like, nah, nigga, come on, stop it.
No doubt.
Just don't do it. Just
Yeah.
don't do it. Now, I don't know.
If you're a person of color, when your grandma would always tell you, eat before you go over somebody's house, don't eat everybody food,
That's probably
that is
why.
the reason why.
Yeah,
Do
'cause
not eat everybody
you
food.
don't want them jizz cakes.
You know what I'm saying? You just the jizz cakes. We don't want no fucking
thank you.
jizz
No,
cakes.
no, thank you.
Shit.
I don't want.
We got one more, Taylor. One more. All right. Hell yeah. I want it because we're doing Black History,
Right.
Black Excellence
Speak
with
on it.
whatchamacallit. I wish, do you have that video I sent to your email with the Applebee's guy, Taylor? I sent that to you. Oh, could you play that just so we can get a better context?
What?
I sent it to him. I didn't send you this?
No, you did not.
The Applebee's?
No, you told me about it, but I ain't get the video.
Oh my God. Yeah. Can you cue this on the screen too? Hell yeah, Taylor, you bitches me up. It's lit. Oh yeah. I sent you the outline for it. My bad, bro. My bad.
Nah, it's all
yeah.
It's black. There's a difference between black and niggers.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what?
Oh, listen.
Did you get clapped at?
Oh, look at his ass.
Hey, tell Ken, watch out.
Oh shit.
Was
I got you. I'm about to get you everything you need, brother.
if you can see the look on my face right now.
Come on, your mouth again.
Shit out of Taylor Swift.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
So was this a white man that said these words?
An old white man.
Can I
Thank you very much, Taylor. Appreciate that.
can I
I
just
forgot to
comment?
ask you that.
Can I just give a word of advice for old white people out there? Please.
Tucked in shirt, white people.
Yeah, tucked in.
Tucked
is he?
in?
Oh,
Yeah,
see,
definitely the
This
shirt
is for
tucked in.
tucked in shirt,
With
not
khakis.
tucked in shirt. This is for every white person out on the streets right now listening to my voice. If you're in a situation where you're in a room full of brothers and you have the inkling to talk about anything dealing with the word or the word nigga, ER or A,
ER.
just don't. Please.
Yeah.
Numero uno, unless you
No.
was cool and
No.
it's just homies.
No.
Even if it's just your homies.
No. Just say we different.
Yeah.
No.
If it's your
No.
homies,
No.
ask them.
Ask the one that you might think is
Ask
cool.
them. No.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No.
You got to be in a room full of people that you real comfortable with.
Real.
But if you're in a public space and that the thought comes in your head that you might want to comment or say something, eat your words and save that shit for a private space, bro. Don't say that. Because I don't want to see you get your ass whooped. That's all.
Here's to the tucked in white people that wear chinos and Air Monarchs
There's
indoors.
There's a difference between black people and niggas. Guess
I'm gonna
what?
give you more context.
Yeah,
Way
no,
more context.
no,
no,
don't,
no, it's
don't.
not what you think. That's
Don't
the crazy
say it.
part. That's
Okay,
the crazy part.
Give me some context, please.
We are not our ancestors. Understand that. This is not the 50s and 60s where,
Hell
yes, sir,
to the
yes, sir,
no.
boss. I'm going to walk away. I'm
Yes,
going to beat your ass.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Hands will be thrown.
We ain't doing all that.
All I wanted was some steak.
Yo,
Bop, bop, bop.
definitely took place in an eating establishment that I actually love the appetizers.
Okay.
It took place in Applebee's in
Okay.
Sumter, South Carolina.
Yo, you can't. Them South Carolina niggas is different.
I can't,
No,
I
they ain't.
can't
They're
make
not.
that up.
It's
No,
like
yes,
that
they are.
everywhere.
No,
No.
Anything below the Mason-Dixon line,
That would have
the nigga's
happened.
different.
That would have happened up here too.
Not like that.
Yes, it would have.
Nah, it would have been more white people. They broke that shit up quick. They
Oh
would
no,
let that
they
black
would,
man
nah,
beat his
they would have
ass.
been like, I'm not trying to get involved. Oh, you brought this on yourself.
Sumter, South Carolina. The black
Word.
man's name is Easy. So you already know
Yo,
right there. The
he
nigga's
is-
name is Easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
You definitely catching them hands.
Basically, unfortunately, his meal was interrupted when he witnessed a creepy old man making unwanted sexual advances toward a 21-year-old celebrating her birthday there with her mom and family.
Okay.
Easy stepped up and asked the man to stop doing what he was doing. At the moment, the man respectfully stopped, which is the white man.
Okay.
He left. He comes back in.
Yo,
Clearly,
you
he had
came
been
back?
drinking. He left and came back in. Instead, he started calling Easy the N-word, and he referred to himself as Doug the White Man Dingo, and I've been with plenty of black women. I can talk about black people, which is where you heard there's a difference of a black man and a figure, ER.
Put your brakes on.
I'm telling you what it is, brother.
He referred to himself as
Doug
Doug,
the White Man Dingo, that crushes the box. He's been with a lot of black women. He said that to Easy. Easy was just taking all this in. Easy's like 50.
Was he like sitting there like,
Okay.
okay, keep talking.
And then when you heard the audio come in, there's a difference of a black man and a ER.
Burn.
And then that's when Easy said, well, I'm going to go ahead and
Ding, ding.
show you what a black man does.
Round one, fight.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Finish him.
God damn.
Yeah.
Keep that thought to yourself, bro.
And that's kind of what you saw. If you get time to look it up, Google it.
I'm gonna have to
It's
watch
the
it
funniest
now.
shit in the world.
Yo.
Basically, he's across the bar.
He brought it to himself. Did he?
The
Yeah.
white dude is just going back and forth. He didn't think that Easy was going to make it easy to get in
Yeah.
that ass.
Well, guess what? He didn't make it easy.
Easy got over that bar. His wife was there. He pushed the wife out the way and the stab. Hit my man with that good 1-2 thing. Hit him open face too, like
Did he-
3 or 4 times.
Oh, he
then
slapped
punched-
him.
Yeah, he punched that old. He's an old fucking man.
Oh, man.
You don't know how
That's
to punch
even-
no
that's
old
even
man.
more disrespectful.
I'm saying you getting
You get
the
the
5 hands of
open-handed
Jesus.
slap.
Yeah, you getting
What did the 5 fingers hit in the face?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dog.
One of the funniest things you want to see. If I had that editor, I could edit the video. Every time he hit him, I would have knocked Sonic rings or Mario coins out of him. Literally, I would have put the Sonic
Hell
things
yeah.
out of him.
Yes.
Bink.
Yeah.
But and get this, no charges, no nothing, because he was harassing the young
Yeah.
lady.
Well, he was in the wrong. Just don't.
You know what I'm saying?
100% just don't.
If you think you are a white man dingo, keep that to
Keep that
yourself.
shit to yourself.
Please. That
Live
is
those
not it.
fantasies in the bedroom. Go ahead. Get you a fine sister. Bring her home.
That's cool.
Then say it.
But
So
keep
she
that
can
in the
slap the
bedroom.
shit out you.
Keep that in the bedroom.
I'm saying, don't bring it in. Don't bring it into Applebee's, man. I'm trying to eat some mozzarella sticks.
I'm here for the
nigga.
wings and sticks.
I'm trying to get some wings
Some
on.
Bavarian pretzels.
I'm just trying to have a nice meal with my lady, possibly my children. You know, I don't need Doug the White Man Dingo coming in here talking about, I know the difference between black people and niggas.
niggas.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
All I wanted was some
Also want some steaks. Yeah, you know the difference between an open-handed slap and a punch? Because you about to catch
You about
both.
to catch both these motherfuckers.
I'm going to give you a
Funniest
2-piece, a 3-piece, and possibly some wings and a biscuit, dog.
It's going to sound fucked up, but the last one you hear him, the fall, he hits him, and it's like one of those delayed, like like his
shit.
body just
Like
stopped.
he
He
was
didn't
just
know
like,
what to do. and
I
he
don't
just
know how to.
falls
Yeah,
over.
I've had enough.
Sorry,
Bang.
Doug. Doug had to get that.
You brought it on yourself.
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
You brought it on yourself.
But that's so, yeah, that's
Yeah.
where we are
Don't
with that.
do it. Just don't do it.
No, don't feed the fucking animals.
Please don't.
That's why.
Oh, my
Feed
goodness.
animals, you get your ass whipped.
Yes,
You know what
every
I'm saying?
time. Every time. That's how them, you saw them brothers back in the day that was like feeding the tigers and they thought they were safe and the tiger jumped out and ate that nigga's ass, right?
Yes, they did.
It's going to happen to you.
Fucking idiots.
It's going to happen to you. Just don't do it.
Silent monkey off family
Don't
guy.
do it.
Bitches.
Yo, that's nuts, man.
Unfortunately, we have to get ready to go because, we gotta
Yes,
get ready to go. It's
it's about
been
that time.
fun. It's been a long fucking time.
Of course, man. Recording with you is always a pleasure, brother. I
This
have a
shit
good
went by
time.
fast.
It does. It always does, man.
You want to save the other two for next week?
Yes, sir. Let's do that.
We got some good ones for
Yeah,
y'all
we
next
do.
week. Real
Yes,
good
we
ones.
do.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have a tip of the day. You got anything?
I had one. Let me see if I can find it out,
shit.
man. It is yes, I do have one. Hold on one second. Let me bring it up here. My tip of the day is no matter your progress or how many mistakes you've made, you're already way ahead of everyone who isn't trying.
Facts.
Yeah, bro.
Big
so,
facts.
just get out there and do it.
Ain't nothing to it but to do
Ain't
it.
nothing to it but to do it.
Bitches.
Yeah, yo, that's it.
I ain't got no tip of the day, but I always got my mantra.
What is your mantra? Give it to me.
Consistency is key, and keys open doors. I am Cliff Sykes, a.k.a. the Uptown Supervillain, a.k.a. Cousin Cliff talking shit. This is Driving the Right Lane. I'm tapping out.
It's your boy Chris Jones, aka Lord Kronos, aka Old Head Swag, Hot Moms, aka Bass in Your Face. I am tapping out, and this has been Driving in the Right Lane.